All right, y'all. This is a picture that I wanted to share with you on the right. And if you look really closely, the top is the U.S. Capitol building in Washington, D.C. The bottom is St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City, Rome. Again, this is from the book The Great Controversy. Chapter 1, The Destruction of Jerusalem. If thou hast known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. For the day shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in the one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. Luke 19:22-24. From the crest of Olivet, Jesus looked upon Jerusalem. Fair and peaceful was the scene spread out before him. It was the season of the Passover, and from all lands the children of Jacob had gathered there to celebrate the great national festival. In the midst of gardens and vineyards and green slopes studded with pilgrims' tents, rose the terraced hills, the stately palaces, and massive bulwarks, that's Bulwarks, of Israel's capital. The daughter of Zion seemed in her pride to say, I sit a queen and shall see no sorrow. As lovely then, and deeming herself as secure in heaven's favor, as when ages before the royal minstrel sang, beautiful for its situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, the city of the great king. Psalm 48:2. In full view were the magnificent buildings of the temple. The rays of the setting sun lighted up the snowy whiteness of its marble walls and gleamed through golden gate and tower and pinnacle. The perfection of beauty. It stood, the pride of the Jewish nation. What child of Israel could gaze upon the scene without a thrill of joy and admiration? But far other thoughts occupied the mind of Jesus. When he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it. Luke 19:41. Amid the universal rejoicing of the triumphal entry, while palm branches waved, while glad hosannas awoke the echoes of the hills, and thousands of voices declared him king, the world's Redeemer was overwhelmed with a sudden and mysterious sorrow. He, the Son of God, the promised one of Israel, whose power had conquered death and called us captives from the grave, was in tears, not of ordinary grief, but of intense, irrepressible agony. His tears were not for himself, though he well knew whither his feet were tending. Before him by Gethsemane, the scenes of his approaching agony, the sheep gate also was in sight, through which for centuries the victims for sacrifice had been led, and which was to open for him when he should be brought as a lamb to the slaughter. Isaiah 53:7. Not far distant was Calvary, the place of crucifixion. Upon the path which Christ was soon to tread must fall the horror of great darkness, as he should make his soul an offering for sin. Yet it was not the contemplation of these scenes that cast a shadow upon him in this hour of gladness, nor foreboding of his own superhuman anguish clouded the unselfish spirit. He wept for the doomed thousands of Jerusalem because of the blindness and impenitence of those whom he came to bless and to save. Okay, you guys, that's just a temporary reading for today. I'll come back to this another day. I love you with the love of Christ. Bye.